In this basket are products I've recently used up. I'd say 95% of these I've already repurchased at least once, most over and over and over. They're staples in my beauty routine, which says a lot because it's my job to test and review beauty products to hopefully help you make better buying decisions. So I thought I would do some speed reviews of these standout makeup, skincare, and hair products that remain in my life and chat about why they stay with me even though I try and test new products all the time. There's probably less than a handful of products I won't be repurchasing. We'll chat about that too. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and let's go ahead and get into it. I'm just pulling things out as I see them. I'm not dumping the basket out and sorting and going in order or anything. And I'll have everything sourced for you in my description box and as many products as possible. Also sourced through YouTube shopping. They don't always have all the products that I want to source for you though. So if you don't see something through YouTube, definitely check my description box below the title of the video. So the first product I am pulling is my most complimented lip gloss. That's also one of my favorites. I think I'm on my 4th tube. This is Wet n Wild Mega Slicks lip gloss in the shade Bronzeberry, and I was scraping the sides to get the last little bits out of here. The quality of this gloss could be high-end. It feels so good and smoothing on my lips, hydrating, and I don't know if I can get it. Oh, I can get a little bit off on here. It's this really pretty pinky brown bronze shade, and every time I wear this, someone asks me, what's on my lips? I've had more people go buy this after they've seen it on me in person, not just online. This was in my most complimented products video that I did. It definitely looks more sheer here than it does on because there's so little left in this tube. The pigmentation is great. This is such a great high-end quality feeling gloss, and it's less than $4. I always keep this shade in my life. This is my no-fail beautiful gloss that goes with anything and it always looks good. Okay, these are just sitting right on top. So let's go ahead and talk about Ouai Fine Hair Shampoo and Conditioner. I think I'm on my 3rd bottle of the shampoo and 2nd of the conditioner because I just go through shampoo faster. I have very fine hair that gets sort of oily at the root and dry at the ends. And this has been so good for my hair type because it moisturizes enough, yet my roots don't get super oily, and it gives me enough body that I'm really, really happy with it. And I love that I can take the conditioner all the way to my root and it doesn't weigh my hair down or make my roots feel greasy. It has, what does it have in it? I think it says it on the back. Keratin, biotin, and chia seed oil. So it's nourishing my scalp and the lengths of my hair, and I just love it. I've tried numerous types of fine hair products and I've liked some before, but this has been my favorite so far. I also like the way it smells. So that's a bonus too. Okay, so this is kind of a tricky one we need to talk about. There's some new information about this brand you may not be aware of. So this is Medik8 Crystal Retinol 10. I have already repurchased and I'm almost finished with the next strength up, the 20 strength. Some of these have been sitting in a bin for a while because I wasn't sure if I was ever going to do another video like this because my last one didn't have much interest. It just didn't have that many views. So I've been hoarding some empties for a while. I actually have quite a few more just sitting in a bin. I'm trying to decide what to do with them. I guess we'll see based on the interest in this video if I just toss them or if I share them in some kind of way. So I've talked several times on my channel about retinol versus retinol versus prescription tretinoin. I don't want to get too into that here.
But really quickly, you have over-the-counter retinol and retinol, and then prescription tretinoin, and that is the order of strength. For people like me with sensitive skin or with rosacea who can't tolerate prescription tretinoin because it just tears your skin up, or if you just don't want to deal with constant dryness and peeling skin and your makeup looking funky from prescription tretinoin, or if you just feel like you've gotten everything out of over-the-counter retinol, or if it sometimes dries your skin out, that's where retinol comes in. It's more effective than over-the-counter retinol. I want to say 11 times more effective because it only goes through one conversion step, but it's more gentle and more hydrating.
And I've always liked Medik8 because they have different strengths that you can progress with. I think their highest strength is 24. So that was my initial plan. I was just going to get to the 24 strength after I finish my 20, but they were just bought by L'Oreal. So that's the news that we kind of needed to go over. I don't know what's going to happen with this formulation. acquisition. So I actually just purchased, it's an Asian brand. It's supposed to be really good. It has a 20% strength, and apparently you can layer their products and increase the strength. So I think I'm going to try that out for a little bit and see what happens with this L'Oreal acquisition here. Okay, so I had to shift around a little bit because Toby wanted up, so I'm not sure how long this is gonna last, but gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not someone that uses facial wipes regularly. I don't think it's good for your face or your eyes, but these I keep in my life because, you know, I have had a lazy night every now and then, or I need to change my makeup quickly and I don't have time for a full face wash. And these are the wipes that I use. I always have a pack of these because they're gentle, they don't burn my eyes, I don't feel like I have an oily residue. You don't need to rinse after, they don't break me out or flare up my rosacea. They're also great if I need to wipe off swatches from my arm. So these are the Honest Beauty Makeup Remover Facial Wipes. I keep a pack up here where I film. I keep a pack downstairs at my vanity where I get ready. And the second I see they're running low, I repurchase them. I was sort of in panic mode when I started running out of my Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder in pound cake because I wanted to replace it with cupcake, and they were out of cupcake forever. It was just a little bit lighter and I think has a little bit more of a pinky peachy tone. I got desperate and cut the netting on this so I could get as much out of it as I could. So I did end up being able to replace it with cupcake. It did come back in stock. That's what's living in my vanity downstairs. This is my staple setting powder. I know at some point they're gonna have to take the talc out just like all the other powders, but for right now I am still using it because it blurs pores, it keeps me shine free for a good amount of time. It really locks my makeup in and it looks natural and airbrushing. So I'm keeping this around as long as I can. So I did change my pound cake shade to cupcake. I have chronically dry hands and I can't stand it when hand creams leave my hands feeling greasy. I also don't like overly scented hand creams, and I'm at a point where I want more out of my hand cream than just moisture. I want them to address aging. I want really nice ingredients too. So this is the Dermalect Timeless Anti-Aging Daily Hand Treatment. I have repurchased this. You get a nice large bottle and there are really good ingredients in here. I think they list some on the front. Keratin peptide, GABA, is it GABA or GABA? Papaya. There are other ingredients. I'll put them here, but I love the way my hands feel with this, and it does address aging issues like thin skin, wrinkles, and I want to say dark spots too, and it hits my cuticles. My cuticles have just gotten so dry over the past few years, and I really like this one. I have about 4 or 5 hand creams that I rotate, and this is one of them. Okay, this is a non-repurchase for me. This is the Ordinary Azelaic Acid Suspension 10%. Once I got my rosacea under control with a prescription from my dermatologist years ago, this is what I used either at night or in the morning under my makeup as a maintenance product, and it worked really well. I went through tubes of this. I don't know if they changed the formula over the years or if something changed with me, but it just stopped working well for me. It just started pilling under everything I would try and wear it under. I just think there are far better 10% azelaic acid products out there. I actually just discovered a new one from a K-beauty brand I got from Amazon. I'll be sharing in an upcoming Amazon video. That's what I've been using, and it works beautifully under makeup. So yes, this is one of the few products in this basket that will not be repurchased. If you're subscribed to my channel, you know how I feel about Armani eye tints. I love them. I think they are some of the most beautiful eye products out there. And this shade in particular, Cold Copper, might look a little bit funny. I had this one tube for so long, it started to go rancid, but they were out of the shade. It was out of stock. I couldn't figure out if it was being discontinued, and I kept holding on to this, trying to dupe it, yet I didn't really want to put it on my eyes because I was pretty sure this was not a good situation in here. I still have yet to find a proper dupe for this. It's such a beautiful neutral taupe shade with beautiful sheen. It's just it's stunning. Thankfully, it did come back in stock, so I was able to repurchase it. As long as they make this, I will keep repurchasing it, this shade in particular. Also, they have a rose gold shade. I can't remember what it's officially called. I actually think they've renamed this. This is shade number 9. If you're looking at numbers, the number has stayed the same, and then the rose gold one is shade 44. This one has my heart though. I love it. So I'm finally gonna throw away my rancid tube because I do have a new one. I have 2 brow products in this bin. If I went through my big bin that I've been hoarding for the past few months, there would probably be more. This is the NYX Precision Brow Pencil in Ash Brown, and I have Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat in Natural Brown. Now, when I want just a quick brow that I can swipe on and I'm not really worried about mimicking brow hairs, this was my go-to. I haven't repurchased it yet because I've just got so many working brow pencils between both places where I get ready, here where I film, and downstairs. And I like the brow cheat from Charlotte Tilbury, but I have other slim micro dash shaped brow pencils. I'm trying to twist it up, but there's nothing in here. I just have others that I like a little bit better, that are a little bit more precise, that I've been using. The Benefit Precisely My Brow Detailer is one. This isn't bad. I just prefer that one. So I don't think I'll be repurchasing this one. And this one is maybe at some point down the road, although I have been using the new Precise one. I can't remember what it's actually called. It's got that fluorescent green tip. I think it's the Blade and Shade Nano Brow. I have been loving that one because it's great for mimicking brow hairs. So I'm still using a product from NYX, just not this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 dry shampoos. Now, I do need to say that I don't just use dry shampoo the way you think of using dry shampoo. I also use it on clean hair to give it grip if I'm styling my hair curly or wavy, because it helps heat styles last longer. I use it on clean hair if I wash my hair at night so that my scalp accumulates less oil and I can go further with my hairstyle the next day. So I use it preventatively like that. I use it to give my hair volume and lift. I just think there are so many other ways to use dry shampoo than you typically think, and that's how I use it. Now, I think you can clearly tell what my favorite one is, and I think you can probably tell I did not use it in my hair today. I don't know why, I just didn't think about it. This is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. The reason why I like this one is because it gives my hair some volume. If you shake it first, which you always should shake your dry shampoo, it doesn't leave a white residue, that gray cast that you get from dry shampoo. It actually cleans your hair of dirt, oil, and odor, and it has technology in here to remove them versus just covering them up, and it adds bounce and softness and shine as opposed to making your hair dull. I think that's why some people don't like it, because dry shampoos typically don't leave your hair shiny, and so they think it's not working, but I love this stuff. Now, the one oddball in this group is the limited edition Amika Ellis Brooklyn collab, the Miami Nectar fragrance. This was really nice. I enjoyed using this. It smelled nice, but I was careful not to fall in love with it because it is a limited edition. Now, I keep hearing how great K18's dry shampoo is. So before I repurchase another one of these, because I could not even begin to tell you how many cans of this I've gone through, I'm gonna try K18 and see if it actually trumps my favorite. We shall see. I've tried some that have been really good, but this one is just my go-to. My number one favorite finishing powder that I have loved and used for years for dusting over my face after my makeup was complete, to give it kind of a filtered, airbrushed, flawless finish, and to extend the wear of my makeup without having to use setting spray. It's great if you over apply blush, contour, or bronzer too, is MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. Now, the shade I've used for years is Medium Plus. That's what this was. Once it looks like this, you've hit the bottom. It's no longer here. It's normally a dome shape, but I repurchased it when this started running out in shade medium, and it works really well for me. I think my skin's gotten a little bit lighter over the years, so medium is working really well for me, and I adore this finishing powder. And I do need to go ahead and repurchase a couple because MAC is slowly reformulating all of their powders to be talc free, and I know it is going to change this like the Studio Fix powder foundation was changed, which was was not a good reformulation for my skin type anyway. That was my #1 powder foundation for as long as I could remember, and now it's one of my least favorite. So I should probably stock up before that happens. I'm not even sure how I ended up with Tatcha the Deep Cleanse. I did use it up, but I'm going to continue to repurchase my staple Tatcha cleanser, which is the rice wash. I used this years ago and I really enjoyed it, but once I discovered the rice wash, that has been a staple for me that remains in my bathroom, either at my sink or in my shower, no matter what. No matter if I have other favorite cleansers come and go, Tatcha the rice wash remains. I love that it feels balancing and cleanses thoroughly, yet leaves my skin feeling soft. It never strips my skin. I love how luxurious it feels. My skin just really loves the rice wash, so I'm going to keep repurchasing that one. I don't dislike this one, but that one is my holy grail. This is the Lolavie Glossing Detangler. It is a spray detangler, and I have gone through a couple bottles. It smells good. I can smell it right now. I think it says on the back everything it does. It's not just a detangler. It enhances shine, smooths your hair, protects it. It does more, basically. Now, I have not repurchased this recently just because I feel like I layer other products in my hair. The product from Lolavie that I repurchase regularly, no matter what, it's my styling product, along with a defrizz spray that I use from Amika, is the Perfecting Leave-In. It's kind of a lotion cream texture. Not to say that I won't repurchase this, I just haven't lately because of that. So if you are looking for a detangler that does more, this is really, really good. Okay, this is kind of interesting because I repurchased several times in a row Glow Recipe Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. And then I decided, okay, I'm layering enough products. Let's leave this out of my routine. I'm not gonna repurchase it. I'll skip that. And I didn't use it for a while. And then I found a backup in my skincare stash and I started incorporating it into my routine again. And I realized how much my skin really likes this in my skincare routine. So this is a product that I am going to be repurchasing. So this is an essence toner that you use as the first step after you cleanse, and it does some really great things for your skin. It can help brighten, among other things, but it also helps the skincare products that you use after it absorb into your skin more readily and thus be more effective. It also hydrates really nicely. So I just feel like my skin does so much better with this in my routine. It's one of those products you don't think is making a difference, but you notice when you're not using it. So I've gone through a couple of bottles of this and it is a repurchase. If you're a subscriber, you know that both of these lip balms are staples that I will not be without for specific reasons. So this is Drunk Elephant Lippy Balm, and this is Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment in Strawberry Sorbet. Not saying I won't get any other flavors, but as of now, this is my favorite. So this one came into my life first. I originally just got it to use as a lip balm, and it worked really, really well for hydrating and keeping my lips from being chapped and peeling. It looks like there's some in here, but that's just a little plastic insert. It will not twist up anymore. So I randomly started getting comments under my videos asking if I had my lips tattooed or if I had already applied lip liner, and I was noticing that I wasn't having to spend as much time evening out my lip lines because the perimeter did look darker than the inside, and previously my lips were very pale, the outside was very uneven, and I would have to spend a lot of time lining them, and I just wasn't having to do that anymore. And I tried to think what was different. What happened? Why does it look like I have lip liner on all the time? And I looked at the ingredients, and there is an ingredient in here, tripeptide 1, that can help with the pigmentation of your lips, or the outer pigmentation, however they word it. And that is the only thing that I did differently. So this was automatically going to stay in my life. And when I first tried this, I realized this also has tripeptide 1. That's now an ingredient I always look for in lip balms, but this has such a nice thick but not too thick consistency. It's not sticky. I love the subtle tint of this. Also love the subtle tint and sheen of the shimmer version too. I frequently carry that one in my purse and just throw it on over lip liner, but this scent and taste is that of natural strawberries. It's not a sweet, sugary scent and taste. So these are staples. They will remain staples. I have repurchased them numerous times. This is the Allies of Skin Multi-Peptides and Growth Factors Advanced Lifting Serum. There is so much good in this serum. I love using it. It does smell a little bit faintly like a chlorinated swimming pool from when I was a kid, but it dissipates really quickly. There is a lifting peptide complex, growth factors, MSM, copper, lysine, phospholipids, glycolipids. This is just stacked with beneficial ingredients. So it's a great all-in-one peptide serum. You can use it morning and night. The texture is beautiful. It wears under makeup so nicely. It feels very hydrating yet lightweight at the same time. I have another bottle going in my bathroom right now. I feel like there's always an Indie Lee product in these types of videos, which says a lot, right? So this is the Indie Lee Coenzyme Q10 toner and cleanser. This is an alcohol-free toner that is a staple for me. It's a spray toner too, which is nice because you can just spray it directly on your face or onto a cotton pad or onto your hand, however you want to use it. It's very refreshing and hydrating and balancing. I really, really love this. And the only reason why I haven't repurchased it yet is because I'm testing out some other toners, but I will definitely be repurchasing this. I love it. Now, I prefer Indie Lee's brightening cleanser to this one. I just like the texture of it better. I think it's better for my particular skin type. It's gentle, refreshing, yet it doesn't strip my skin. I think this is really nice if you have dry skin. I haven't repurchased it yet because I have several cleansers waiting for me to test them out, but it is one of my top cleansers. I love it. So I do plan on repurchasing it at some point, just not right now. This is one of my favorite gel cream moisturizers for hot, humid weather. If you have oily combination skin, the IT Confidence in a Gel Cream is absolutely beautiful. It wears great under makeup. I have already repurchased this. It has a nice aquatic scent that dissipates after I apply it. I just notice it when I put it on. And it has such a nice light texture. It absorbs quickly and it gives hydration, which you need while balancing and controlling oil production and wearing under makeup beautifully. So yes, this has already been repurchased. The heat and humidity has already started and it's only going to get worse. So this is a must. Oh, this is another hand cream that stays in my life. I think this is my third or fourth tube of City Beauty, what is this called? Restoring Hand Treatment. This not only moisturizes, but it targets signs of aging, dark spots, wrinkles, thinning skin. There are nice ingredients in here and it feels lightweight. It's not overly greasy and it absorbs quickly. It also doesn't have a heavy scent. Absolutely love this. There are always mascaras in these bins to go over because you go through those pretty quickly. So let's fly through these. So first, let's talk about this Tower 28 mascara. I really liked this formula. And for a non-waterproof mascara, it actually did a decent job of holding my curl even without a waterproof mascara under it. I repurchased this twice, but I'm not sure I'll do it again because the last one that I got that I actually just threw away kept having issues with the stopper. It kept popping out, which was incredibly annoying, especially for a non-drugstore, a high-end mascara. It basically made it unusable. So I probably will not repurchase. I've seen other people have that same issue, and that's just not something that should happen. That was such a disappointment because I really did like this formula. It gave nice everyday length and volume, and it didn't flake or smudge. If that wasn't an issue, I would definitely repurchase this. The other high-end mascara in this bunch is Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof. This is a waterproof mascara that is pretty much a staple for me. I have repurchased this several times and probably will continue to repurchase it because it's a waterproof mascara I can use either as a base under a regular mascara to hold my curl, or I can wear it by itself because it gives me enough volume and length that I can build so that it's more dramatic. I like the wand. It doesn't flake. It doesn't smudge. It's a really nice formula. I like the non-waterproof version of this too. Now for drugstore, Maybelline Lash Discovery has been in my life for probably double-digit years. It used to be my bottom lash mascara because the wand is so thin, but I've been using this for my upper lashes too for a base layer just to hold my curl. I can't even tell you how many tubes of this I've gone through. I don't repurchase it all the time, but it is a frequent repurchase for me. L'Oreal Voluminous Panorama Waterproof. I love this. I remember raving about it in one or more videos. I didn't think I would like it because it has one of those plasticky conical shaped wands, but surprisingly it gave me volume and length. It doesn't flake or smudge, and because it's waterproof, it holds my curl. It's a great everyday mascara. I can use it as a base for non-waterproof mascaras. It separates nicely too. I have already repurchased this. I actually have one downstairs in my vanity. I'm glad we went through this basket because I forgot about this one and I really was surprised by Wet n Wild Mega Length. This is the waterproof version. I really liked this for an everyday waterproof mascara that held my curl, separated my lashes, and gave me everyday volume and length. It did a great job of hitting my lashes because it has kind of a thin wand. So this is compared to the Maybelline Lash Discovery really thin wand, and the wand is flexible. I wasn't sure if I was going to like that, but I really did. It worked well, no flaking, no smudging. So this reminded me that this is a mascara I really liked. If they still make this, I would definitely repurchase it. I hope you enjoyed hearing about the beauty staples that remain in my life and the few that don't and why. If you enjoyed this and found it helpful, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching, and I recently shared my top favorite products I've tried so far in 2025. You can catch that video here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!